Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched the trailer for Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2, streaming June 15. It was okay. It had some good points, it had some bad points. It was your basic Star Trek trailer, which we're sort of getting used to. It's kind of a bit standard now. We have a inspirational voiceover, some scenes, then we have some inspirational music and visuals, and then we have some action, and then we have a joke at the end. Now, the voiceover at the start of this trailer is delivered by Number One, and she appears in the video like business as usual. They don't seem to be paying any attention to the fact that she was dragged off by Starfleet last season, and that seemed to be a huge deal. I mean, I'm glad that would be resolved quickly and she could just go back to being on the show and, exploring space, so okay. We do see some nice environments, which you would expect from a show called Strange New Worlds, although not as many as I would think because, it's called Strange New Worlds. We see a desert planet at night, we see an ice planet, we see a forest planet with a shuttle flying over it, we see a cave with a shuttle flying through it, and it seems to be some sort of blue rock. We see an environment with people in that looks like sort of energy fields and things and light, and looks very pretty. We see a starship in space with two crew members being, I think, beamed away. The starship has been basically blown up. I think it's just the saucer and part of the neck. That looks interesting. We see the Enterprise blasting through an asteroid field and then blasting through an asteroid, and Erica ploughing the ship through the remains of it. We see Kirk beam on and apparently have chemistry with Khan, so you can see where that's going. He's going to bang her, and people are going to joke about, oh, Kirk bang Khan. Cringe. So, what else did we see? We saw Uhura with a crashed shuttle, and at first I thought she was going to be trapped on a planet, like that she crashed a ship or something, but it looks like there's a city in the background across a river or something, so it's probably her remembering her parents dying in a shuttle crash or some sort of dream or something. We see some Klingons, which is good because they actually look like Klingons from the movie era. Now, they could have gone more accurate and made them look like the Klingons in the original Star Trek, or maybe a mix of both. Maybe they will have both. It's unclear. But at least they're not Discovery Klingons. They slapped that one down. And the uniforms look really good. The design is beautiful. And they even have the belt buckles with the 6 little bolts, just like the original Star Trek ones. So there's a nice little nod there. We see a Klingon ship, which kind of looks like a Katinga. But it's not. It's sort of the sort of one, sort of like what we saw on Enterprise and what we saw on Discovery already, I think. I can't remember what that one looked like. But it's the basic shape, but just the details are different, and that's okay because we're still 5-10 years away from where they were using those ships regularly, so that's acceptable. Yeah, so let's get the bad points. The inspirational music is a pop song, and it's awful. Fortunately, it's only there for about 10-15 seconds. The trailer's 2 minutes, and it's only there for a little bit, but it's really bad. And then the funny scene at the end, there's Spock in command, and Erica says you have to have a thing, you have to say a thing, you're in the chair, and he's like, I want the ship to go now. So it's kind of cringe, but you can kind of forgive them because doing humour with Spock, it's sort of touch and go, and you can kind of forgive them for not getting it right. And then they have some more action scenes, but then they have another funny scene which isn't funny at all. They have Kirk gets stuck in a revolving door. It looks like they're in the past or something. And Erica's like, have you never seen a revolving door? And he's like, I'm from space. And I'm like, that's not funny. That's not realistic. That's just cringe. And it kind of ruined the trailer. It ended on a really bad, dumb, not funny note. And before that, even with the Spock moment, it was fairly good. I mean, the Spock moment would have been a sort of odd way to end it because it's kind of supposed to be funny, and it's a little bit funny because he's so bad at doing this, and that's what makes it sort of funny. It's just, I think he would have came up with something better, but the idea that he was like put on that position and couldn't think of anything cool or creative or anything, and he just says something really dumb, it kind of works, but not really. So yeah. I don't know. I really looked forward to the first season. I was disappointed because they doubled down on a lot of Discovery stuff instead of distancing themselves from it and being very separate and individual. And the way they retold Balance of Terror was an absolute disaster. But some of the other episodes were good. I am hoping the second season will be better. It was okay. I actually bought it on Blu-ray. It's the first Star Trek that I bought since Enterprise. So I do like parts of it, but there's some issues with it. So it's not perfect, and the trailer wasn't perfect. It was okay though. Like it was okay until they got to the end. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to be optimistic. I think there will be some good episodes and some good scenes in that. I just hope, there aren't too many bad ones.